Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Sean's Bought Another Project. This seems to be a rolling theme, doesn't it? I keep buying things or being given things or dragging things out of the hedges from around the workshop and trying to fix them. But in this episode we've got something that's quite close to my heart really. Subarus are quite close to my heart. I love them. I got a few of them, rallied a few of them. But this one is the father of a good friend of mine, Dan. Now, back in the summer, we went and collected this car. So I'll let you go and have a watch of that, and then we'll meet back in the workshop and we'll get the car on the ramp. Welcome to the front seat of the Transit van. Now this is a bit of a last minute, late night, I say late night, after work. We're going on a little bit of a road trip to collect another vehicle. There's a bit of a story behind this vehicle. It's a good friend of mine. It was his dad's car. He can tell us the story when we get there, because I can't remember how long it's been stood. I don't know much about the car. I do remember him having it, but I don't know that much about it. So yeah, we're going to put this little video together because we literally left work, jumped in the van, and then we're going to meet Dan up in Conwy, in lovely sunny Conwy. We're going on me and Chris are going on a little summer afternoon out, but it's just started raining, which is a little bit annoying. It's sun and rain. It's one of those days where it's sunny, but it's raining. So hopefully the rain will stop so we can have a look around this car. This car is a Subaru Impreza. Now we know our way around those, so hopefully we can get this running and on the trailer without too much stress. So we're here in lovely sunny Conwy. This is Dan.
Hello.
Dan, introduce yourself.
I'm Dan.
So me and Dan go back a long way. We've done rallies together, insert rallies together here.
For Sean Ellis and Dan Nyroda, it will be 15th place overall, the pair reaching the midpoint with 5th place in Class 6.
And yeah, we've done loads of stuff together. We're still in touch, aren't we? Don't see each other as much now.
No.
Due to
kids and
lives
businesses and
yeah.
YouTube, superstars.
YouTubes, yeah. So we've come today to collect Subaru Impreza. So this is your dad's car, wasn't it, Dan?
Yep. So we had a non-turbo bug-eye first, and then
do I remember that? Was that here?
It was here.
Silver?
No, it was a darker blue, full of stickers. Dad got a sticker machine at the same time as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So all the standard Colin McRae type stickers and stuff on it. And then this came for sale from Alex Allingham, actually, who we know through rallying as well.
I remember.
So,
I think I remember him having it, but I don't think I ever saw it.
I'm not sure how long it lasted. I didn't know until I spoke to my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I've just seen Alex Allingham. He's just dropped off my new car." And I was like, "What do you mean your new car?" So yeah, sort of a untouched WRX 2003. Dad got to play with for a bit before sort of Parkinson's took over, and sadly not sort of walking or moving around anywhere near as much as he was.
This was right up your dad's street though, wasn't it, for being like a rally fan.
Yeah.
Dan's family is a rally family. Like look at that bin. Just look at the bin first.
I took a picture of that before because I was quite proud of it.
Those stickers, people would want those now, and they're on Dan's bin.
95 Clio Maxi, 98, 99 Megans. There's a Peugeot Sport sticker on the side as well. Yeah, my mum and dad competed sort of the early 90s in a Talbot Sunbeam. Then we got involved in one of the support championships of the British Rally Championship, the Colway 1400s. So we followed all the BRC around during the glory days, the kit car era.
Filming it was, wasn't it?
Filming and pictures, yeah. So a good lot of media. And then got involved in Rally GB, and then through that as well, I've been fortunate enough to be working in the media centre for the British Grand Prix as well. So, Mum and Dad's, there were a couple of rallies that Mum and Dad competed in when we had a pair of minis, Mum and Dad in one car, me and my sister in the other.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures. We'll put those pictures up now. Well, there'll be a few pictures from Dan's archives that we might slot into this episode, because you've got a massive
I'm sure I can find
archive.
some kit car stuff, but yeah, I need to start going through it all. We've got boxes of film and old tapes and things that I need to start converting. I've put some up recently of like early 2000s Rally GB and things like that.
That is hot property at the moment. People love that because that is our era. When we were younger, now we want to see that again.
But it's this, isn't it?
It's this as well, yeah.
It's, you know, this was probably one of the last of the rally on a Sunday, buy on a Monday kind of breed of rally car, I think.
Yeah. It is, because they don't do it like that. You can't get a Yaris that looks anything like...
No.
You can get a hot Yaris, but it's not anything like what they rally. But this was pretty much what they were rallying.
I mean, the Group N cars, you know, we've worked on a few of them, haven't we? That, you know, the bits off this that you could bolt onto a Group N car.
How many of these have we taken apart over the years? Because we worked together as well in Jeff Jones's, who's been mentioned on this channel a few times, and we've pulled these apart so many times. They can't be left.
No.
If they're left, they
start
fall
doing
apart.
that.
They start doing that.
Yeah.
So what we'll do now, we'll have a quick look around it. We'll just open the bonnet. We'll see. Dan said it's been running not that long ago, so we'll get it running. We'll have a little poke around it, and then we'll get it loaded on the trailer. We'll decide what to do with it from there. When it's back in the workshop, we'll have a look, see what to do.
See what it's like.
It'd be good for you to drive it again.
It would be nice.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
And we can save it. I hope it's not just parts.
I hope as well.
Because it unfortunately,
I understand. It's been there a while.
I left my white one and I explained on an episode, I left that for a couple of years, and that was rotten as a pear. But it was older than this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is common because water traps underneath the spoiler, because there's meant to be little waterways. But sometimes the water just sits there. So what you find, if you pull the spoiler off, might be a hole in the boot. But
interior's all still nice and clean and standard, other than...
Was it under a cover then, or?
Yeah, it's been under a cover.
It was, yeah. Because the body's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only bits that you don't want to look at are
those ones. Let's wait for the noise.
It's about time you joined me on an episode, anyway, Dan.
We should do something. I don't know what. Everything that we can talk about.
Well, you've been introduced now, so people know who you are. Look at it, the EJ20. It's got aircon. Did it start smoking when you started it up?
No.
Not too bad.
No, it's fine.
We got dog, Dan?
I've got two.
Yeah.
No, they don't shut up.
This is my worry. Sand.
Yeah.
You get sand all the way up here?
It would seem so. There has been a bit of building work up here, to be fair. So I don't think it's sandcastle worthy.
It's got a Momo steering wheel.
I've got a Momo steering wheel.
Do you know what? I've seen little.
I've seen you like these as well. We've got an Alpine.
Oh, an Alpine face-off stereo.
Face-off stereo, yes. Bluetooth.
You've been putting things on the roof, has it?
I've not. Look at that. 50 watts times 4 amplifier.
I've seen so many of these that are stripped bare, like rally cars, that I don't see many road
forget
versions.
What
what they look like.
There was a point, there's Isofix in the back, and I tried to persuade my wife that it would be a good family car, but she wasn't having any of it.
It would be a good family car. It's a family car.
It is a family car.
It's a fast family car. But yeah, they're not the most practical for as far as economical.
No.
They don't do much to the gallon.
They do sound nice.
They do sound lovely, yeah. Well, it's a Subaru, isn't it? So we all love a Subaru. There's a hole in the spoiler there. How the hell's that happened?
Yeah, that through a fixing.
Is that that's a different spoiler, I think. That's not an original spoiler for this shape, I don't think. People might correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure they were more square.
Yeah.
That looks like slightly different. That's maybe why it's rusted, because it's been bonded on. There you go, see that? Done some detective work there. What am I doing? Are we going to... It'll start on that, but we don't need a jump pack.
Don't think so.
Well, this is easier than we planned, Dan.
There you go.
I take it it's...
one of them.
As standard, the ABS light is on. That'll probably just be rusty ABS rings and things, but that sounds been mint, doesn't it? That's one thing, is the engine was probably fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the mileage on it?
Relatively. 120, I think.
120 odd, yeah. It's probably had a lot of stuff.
Not many miles on it that my old man got to put on it, sadly, but...
No.
And
it had a really cool plate, which I'm glad Dan has kept, because that is a nice bit of... that. WR03.
We know Sean loves a number plate.
Yeah, I love a number plate. I've got a number plate to go on it if it's saveable, which says sub. You need to put that on... What, just put it on any of your vehicles.
Put it on the family wagon?
Yeah, because that is a cool thing to keep. Was that on it when you bought it?
Yeah. So I think Alex's rally car was WR03 sub, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah.
His Group M1.
You still got that?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. haven't spoke to Alex in a while. Alex, if you're watching, where are you? What are you doing? I brought like a jump pack and all sorts of things to try and get this moving, and Dan says it just started up, so that was... should we have a look in the boot?
Took the drama out of it.
It did. Let's just have a look while we're here. It's hard to get in there. Let's have a look at the boot floor. The boot's flipping tight,
Look at that. Not even any water.
Not even any water in it. Normally they're full, so whoever's put the spoiler on has sealed it quite well. Put my hand up there. That ain't too bad either. What's this?
This will be for there, won't it? For the jack.
Oh yeah. Has it got locking wheel nuts?
Yeah, it has.
Are they in there?
They are.
Don't need to do anything, just put an MOT on it.
Merry Christmas.
What I'm worried about more is underneath them sill
Yeah.
covers. I didn't look at the, I haven't looked at the MOT history of it, but it must have passed. It passed one, didn't it? You said
it passed. It got put through one. Had a bit of work to get it through, and then we pretty much pulled it up, and Dad's sort of handed his license back in and stuff. So it's not, other than sort of going from there on the drive to here on the drive to in the corner on the drive. That's about as far as it went.
Well, hopefully we can show this episode to Nick. He knows me, doesn't he? So
he does, yeah.
He might be able to see it again if we can. If it's not too bad and we can save it, then we'll do that and then come for a spin up to Conwy again.
Try and get him out to see it, yeah.
But we'll have to see what it's like underneath. But it looks all right on top, but that's the problem, isn't it? they do.
It's got the Subaru lure of the blue and, like you say, other than the bit on the bonnet,
Need
the
some
boot.
gold wheels, Dan.
Gold wheels. I did try and find some when it was out and about, but then it got put under a cover.
I'm sure we've got some
something somewhere.
There might be some somewhere. I can't remember. Is this what year is this?
So it is 2003.
It's a 2003. Yeah. So maybe they are 5x100 then, not 5x114.
The slightly older hubs, isn't it?
Is that the older hubs? Yeah, the older hubs.
Yeah.
So we haven't tested the brakes yet. So Dan's going to do that. That's why he's driving. So he is the stud man. They work, kind of, by the looks of it. Happy with that, Dan? You need to watch it on the trailer?
Yeah, go on.
Hey. This way. So, yeah, what we're going to do now, we're going to get the car on the ramp in the workshop. We're going to have a little look over it and see what it needs. It's going to need something because it's been stood for quite a while, but I was very surprised of how easy it started and actually moved. But I do know the brakes are pretty rotten on them, so they'll need changing. And there's probably a few other things. Cam belt will be due, but let's get it on the ramp and see how good or bad it is, and then we'll make a decision from there. We'll make a little list of what we need to do, because we're going to do this, because I want to do it anyway. I want to do it for Dan and Nick anyway, so, because hopefully I'd like to take it back to them and show them and let him drive it and let him have a go in it. I was going to surprise him, but if he watches this, he'll know now. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do it. So let's just have a look what we need to do, and then we'll get it done. I'll go and get the car. So this is a familiar sight of me on my knees, putting project cars on the ramp. Now I'm hoping this isn't too bad. But remember the last Subaru that we looked at on the ramp? That GC8, that white one I've got. Cue a small photo of how bad the rust was. Hopefully this isn't that bad. I mean, it's a newer car. There's no number plate on it because Dan kept that. But it is a 2003 Subaru Impreza. What they call it, a blob eye. If it's good, it'll be good to see. If it's bad, yeah, that'll be very sad. But let's keep positive. We need a spoiler. It had a spoiler on it, but I got really excited and pulled it off because it's a GC8 spoiler that was on it, so it was too narrow and it wasn't quite the right style. So I have got a Spec C type spoiler, so the low one, to put on it, or we put the big STI spoiler on it, which I haven't got, but I could probably source one off one of my contacts. So we're not sure yet. I think I'd like to make it look a bit like a Spec C. But let's go through it, and I'll tell you what I want to do to it as we go along. Subaru Impreza WRX, UK car. WRX has got the fog lights. STI has a blank. So let's go through it and we'll tell you what we're going to do. I haven't been under here yet. Right, start at the front. The front, you cannot see much because it's got this cover on it. Now, quite common on these Imprezas is this horseshoe, they call it. This thing here, it's like a horseshoe shape. It starts there, it goes round the front, it comes back down here. Now on the rally cars, we remove those. They're only put there for strengthening. I think there might be some kind of afterthought because they're just bolted on. It's almost like they designed the car and thought, oh, we need to strengthen it more. Let's bolt this horseshoe on just to make it stronger. I don't know if that's right, but it just feels like that because on the rally cars, we remove those and bin them. And then the sump guard obviously acts as that horseshoe and holds the rigidity. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But this, they normally rot out, but this one's very solid. So I'm quite happy with that. Now we don't know what the front end of it's like in there. It does look a bit crusty in there. So I will have to remove this to double check that. But they rot out normally at the front. Well, the whole thing's rot out, but they're normally worse at the front. Front cross members on these Subarus are normally quite bad as well. And if you can, I don't know if you can hear that crunchy noise, but that's the sound of crunching metal, of rotten metal. And this car was quite close to the sea, so it's to be expected, unfortunately. It's got alloy bottom arms, which are not alloy at the moment because they've been painted with some kind of underseal. That's not a bad thing at all, that's good. Now, that wheel is solid, so we're gonna have to put brakes. That one's solid as well. I'll drop it down and double check. I know it moved in and out, but yeah, that doesn't feel good. But on the STIs, they had bigger Brembo calipers, gold calipers. I've got a set of those upstairs, so we might upgrade it to them. Sills seem pretty good, but underneath the body kit is where they go, and this looks a bit frilly here. So I reckon under the body kit there, it's gone a little bit. It's definitely gone on the back end here because somebody's filled it full of underseal, like sealant, but that'll need welding in there. Still got a cat on it, that's good. Pass emissions now, won't it? And centre prop's all right. Can't really see. The gearbox looks dry, which is a good sign. There's no leaking from it. It's just everything's really crusty from being stood. Like, come and have a look at these brakes here. Look at that. That's, like, I've got to undo that. That's not going to be exciting at all. And look at this. That's the brake caliper. So they might be destined for the bin. So we'll put the gold ones on, I think. Be nice to needle gun all this up and see what will survive and what won't. Like track rod ends, I'm never going to be able to track them. The threads have just, they've gone. They've turned into, like, I don't know what the word is. I can't get my words out. But they've turned into porridge. So we will need to put track rod ends, inner and outers. But lucky for us, I have loads of those upstairs because I'm a Subaru hoarder. Yeah, see, look, yeah, come here. The hole in the cross member, well, the horseshoe in there. So, yeah, we'll either have to replace or you're not really supposed to repair. Well, actually, no, because that's not a subframe, is it? So we could probably repair that. But yeah, first bit of rot, second bit of rot even, third bit of rot even. Tank straps, they seem to be all right, it's good. Now, if you look in the back here, this is quite good if you're going to buy a Subaru, you can use this as a guide. But see that there? That is a bolt that goes through the hub and it holds these lateral links on this. That bolt there, look at the state on it. That's not been out in a long time. This bush has gone here as well. Look. That's not been out of there in, well, since 2003 probably. It probably didn't even come out then. That's been in there since the factory probably. Now what happens is that pin there seizes inside the hub. So more often than not, you need to get a new hub, or if you can get enough heat into it and get the pin out, then happy days. But most of the time they seize inside there. And even these drive shaft seats inside the hub as well, if they've been there a long time. But the worst thing is this is stud, so cars standing is not a good thing. And like you can call me a hypocrite because a lot of my cars stand, but it does happen. But that is the worst thing for a car, and then they just deteriorate. So you need to use them. This is a different circumstance, so there's no one to blame here. This is just how it went. Sadly, Nick couldn't use it anymore, and it needed bits and bobs doing to it. And time and everything is just not on your side sometimes, is it? So yeah, this is all just surface rust on the diff. There's no leaks from it by looking at it, so that's all right. That moves, and that moves just about. So maybe rear brakes are all right. They'll probably need a fitting kit. I did see some, oh yeah, I was looking at that. Rear chassis leg is a bit crusty, like on the GC8, both sides. But I think we might get 12 months out of that before we have to do it. The thing is, like, once you start, you have to undo everything, and you might as well just rebuild the whole thing. We don't really want to do that yet. I'd like to just get it on the road quickly as possible, really. So we're going to need a bit of welding to do, which I expected. Brakes, we're going to need to overhaul the brakes. If we can save them, then good. Obviously, it'll need discs and pads. Let's drop it down a little bit and let's have a look at the struts and the brakes. Well, I'm going to look at the brakes. Let's have a look in here. We'll start at the rear. Now, I did say these tyres are all right, but they're not. They're cracked, heavily cracked. So we're going to have to change them. But we're going to change the wheels as well. So these are the standard 17-inch WRX wheels. I have got a load of rally alloys upstairs. I've got some Speedline 17-inch wheels like we use on our rally car. I've also got some Revolution 18-inch wheels, which are really cool. So I might put those on. Maybe put some winter tyres on them. Just use it through the winter. Bit of a winter hack. Lots of spider webs and spiders. Arches seem all right, actually. Been wax oiled. Again, they're a bit frilly, but that just about turns, so that's a good sign. We're going to need... Now these, what shocks are these? So I have got some STI shock, complete shocks upstairs, so we could change it. We could turn this into an STI, I think. I got the brakes, I got the suspension. So, yeah, I've got 17-inch wheels, 18-inch wheels. So what we're thinking is maybe we'll turn this into an STI replica, but I say replica. I've got the shocks as well. I got the brakes, so we could, in theory, turn it into an STI. Engine needs a bit of tuning, but we could do that at some point. There's no harm in that. Let's have a look at the front. Now these are properly solid then. I mean, it'll drive, but I can't turn it with my hand, so that's not a good sign at all. And you can see the state on the disc there. It is absolutely corroded. These tyres are all cracked as well, look. That's why they're flat, because they're probably leaking out of the sidewall. But we're going to bin them. We'll get rid of the wheels. We're going to overhaul the brakes, or we'll put the STI brakes on it. Not sure yet. The shocks don't look that old, as in they look in good condition, but if we've got the upgraded ones, why don't we upgrade it? All the bodywork seems to be intact. I've got the number plate, just need to make up some plates. There's no bad bodywork on it needing doing. The body seems all right. It needs a good polish, but it's all pretty straight. I mean, you always get these little dings on the doors because people open, in the supermarkets, people open their doors on your car. But otherwise, it's pretty straight. I mean, I didn't expect anything less, to be honest, because Nick always looked after his cars. I don't think Dan got hold of this one, so that's why it's still in good condition. There's a supermarket ding there as well. We could get the dent man down and try and get some of them out. Look at that, front and back. But yeah, anyway, let's get it down. Let's have a look inside. Let's have a quick scan in the engine. I know we did this when we were with Dan, but in here, we're going to have to give it a good clean. We'll have to get the clamp we'll have to get a new clamp, battery clamp, because that's loose. Leaves always come in through that little vent there, which is annoying. Yeah, so we're going to have to do a cam belt, because I don't think this cam belt's been done for... It's going to be due, because it's been stood for a while and rubber things don't like sitting because they perish. And we do not want that to snap because it's basically scrap then. So we'll do the cam belt, water pump and all that. I've got a kit, so that's not a problem. We'll flush all the fluid out, put new fluid in it, put a new thermostat in it. We'll check the airbox, maybe even put an ITG in there if we can get hold of one off Carl. Sure he'll let us have one at some point. Otherwise, yeah, everything else should be all right. But when we've got all this pulled off, we'll have the rad out to do the cam belt anyway. We'll give it a good check over inside, give it a nice good clean. Have a little bit of a detail under here so it's all nice to look at. Let's have a look in the boot. I'm not sure we did that the other day. I'll show you. Tell you what, you can put in the comments what kind of spoiler you'd like. Do you think we put the Spec C short spoiler on, or do we put just the STI big one on? I think everyone's going to say STI big one, but I've got this thing where I want it to look a bit like a Spec C, like homologation special. There's nothing in here. But is there water underneath the floor is the question. It's a bit damp, but it's not full of water, so that's a good sign. Spare wheels in there, space saver. Toolkit in there, look. That goes on there like that. I think water's been coming in through the holes where I took the spoiler off, so that's my fault. We need to sort that. We'll get Ian on that. So we'll do that first, then we'll put the spoiler on. It's got a WR Sport exhaust as well. That's why it sounds a little bit better than a normal one. It's not too over the top that either, is it? Just a nice little rolled tip. We've showed you picking it up. We showed you basically what it's like. And I think it's definitely worth saving, so we're going to do that. Yeah, it's just a case of how far we go with it, really. I mean, I've got most of the bits, but have I got most of the time? No. So let's just let's just get it on the road, get it on MOT on it, give it a run round with its fresh brakes, fresh tyres, and a cam belt. And hopefully then, obviously we'll need to do the welding as well. This is getting big list. Anyway, let's do it. Let's get it back to Dan and yeah, see what he thinks of it. So thank you for watching. This is just a little episode of something we're doing. You know, we're going to bring you these every now and again. We're going to come into the workshop, do a little episode about a car. The Astra's still going, so we haven't forgotten about that. There's another one coming out probably after this. Locations episodes, they're still going. They take a while to make, so bear with us on those. We've got a few places to visit soon as well, so that'll be good if we can get to those. But most of all, if you can like and subscribe, subscription is a really, really helpful thing because it makes YouTube take notice of us, and it means that we can carry on doing this. So it doesn't cost anything. Just subscribe. Just click that button. None of your details. You don't have to put any details in or anything. You just have to click subscribe, and that'll help us. We'd love that. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.